They'll look to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking through these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Back to throw again. His throw incomplete. The Dolphins did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. It's the tight end got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Achan will score. Touchdown, Miami. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They go play action with Wilson. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result,
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Hall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And this will be caught in the end end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it third down. You talk about this Jets defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Up the middle, Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in a victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw caught by Achane. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Third and 2. Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run to Hall. And he'll have the Jets first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive. But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They run it with Hall off the option. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. Throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough. That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. That's so frustrating for an offense, especially on the road. You put together a great drive, but in the end, you come away with nothing.
And it kind of silenced the crowd a little, too. But few things wake them up quite like a missed field goal.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. The drive starts with a run from H.M. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here is third and quite a ways. They'll look to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bump.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On first down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Wilson on first down. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll give to Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They work now on 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. They'll run with Hall. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now Wilson. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Hill shedding the tackle. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they take a 17-14 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he's finally out of bounds, but he gets it to the 25. What a return. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal, the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5. Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, H.M. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They're going to try and throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jermaine Johnson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 13. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll set up to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to the ground, H.M. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
First down, New York.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Second and 10. Option play, here's Hall. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, New York.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Ball again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Dolphins 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Called out a very strong gain of 24. Looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
In motion, Hill. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Option handoff now to Ochin. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A big play looming on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And the Jets have got it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Wilson wants to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Hall want to give up the middle. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Coup for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Jets 31, Dolphins 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Dolphins 23.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
He's got it complete to Waddle.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jets, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.